Hey, so the power of habit creation. Just making a quick video, driving back from a networking event I was at, and it's a little bit dark. I don't know how it'll be in the video, but I was reflecting on this point of, habits shape our lives. Everything we do, it's based on the habits we have, right? The time you wake up, the time you go to sleep, what you do while you're awake, while you're working, the time you eat, how you eat, all that, right? Because our mind likes to automate things so it doesn't spend energy figuring things out. It wants to automate. There's a scientific, I don't know if it has something to do with glucose or sugar or something, but like the brain, it's actually like a physical point where it likes to automate things so it doesn't have to think. And learning how to create habits, and there's different books. I haven't read all of the books on it, to be honest. I just like taking points from books and just apply that instead of reading a whole book and not applying anything. There's a book called The Power of Habit. There's Atomic Habits by James Clear. But I also watched their YouTube videos of them explaining the main points, things like that as well. But the way for me that I've been successfully able to build habits is, so there's a concept called minimum viable effort, which is what is the lowest amount of activity that you can do to create a habit around something, right? You could look this up to minimum viable effort. So meaning if you want to, let's say, create a habit around flossing your teeth, start with just flossing one tooth, right? And then you do that for a week, 2 weeks, and then you go to 2 teeth. And then eventually, now by that point, you've automated the point of you going, let's say, you keep your floss in the bathroom. You automated the point of going there, opening the drawer, taking a piece of it, whatever. The activity that it takes to do the thing you want to do, which is, let's say, flossing in this context, you automate everything before that, right? And there are ways to then make it easier along the way that you optimize. Then you could just, for me now, I have a water flosser that my girlfriend got me, and it's just there, and most of the time I just fill it up with water. Sometimes it already has water, I just turned it on. It made the process easy, right? But I want you to think, first of all, not what habits to create, but what are the habits you already have that's not serving you, that's already keeping you where you don't want to be, whether it in terms of money, relationships, whatever it is, health. What are the habits that's actually not serving you? And then ask yourself, what is a habit you want to replace it with? First, you have to pick that habit, and then bring that minimum viable effort. Then ask yourself, what is the least effort thing I could do to get the ball rolling, right? So when I wanted to work out and become consistent with that, I always had the hardest time working out, doing all that. Is 2 components. First, I was like, I don't want to go to the gym, especially not outside. I don't want to spend the time to go there, find the parking, go inside, work out, come back, get in the car, deal with traffic, right? I was like, that took too much time just on the going there and coming back. And I was like, at the time, I was like, I don't want to also go downstairs at the gym, my place, in the apartments that I'm at. So then my girlfriend introduced me to, like, on YouTube, there's a bunch of workouts, like HIIT workouts, right? High intensity interval workouts and whatnot, training. And I just started with that. I just started watching the videos on YouTube and just start with that. And you could start with literally like 10-minute workouts, but for some, if that's too much, you could then start with just doing 1 push-up a day. I think that's what I started with, just like few push-ups a day, 1 push-up a day, whatever it was. Even though it's not going to do anything, it's not going to get you a result, it's just doing the activity, and eventually it becomes a habit, and then you build upon that habit. So once it's a habit, then you could do bunch of more, and then you could do more because now you're not thinking about it, right? So think about that concept. So again, write down your current habits that's not serving you. At the end of the day, you have to do that work. You have to put in the work. You know, I watch so many YouTube videos. The ones that I get the most out of is when I actually pause and I write it down. And sometimes if I'm driving, because I listen to a lot of stuff while I'm driving, I make a note in my phone, go home, and actually put in the work. Because I'm like, it's 15 minutes of writing, but then it could serve me long term in my life. So that's fine. It's worth it, you know? I don't see it as work. But write down your current habits, then write down that's not serving you, then write down what are the habits you want to do, and then find out within that new habit you want to create, working out, whatever it is, what is the least amount of activity you could do to achieve that. And if you need help with doing that, or if you need ideas, whatnot, send me a message on Facebook, because I could send voice back and forth, and just let me know what you want to work on, and I'll send you some voice and give you some suggestions, ideas. But yeah, I just want to make that quick video of that's one way I develop my habits, and I create habits, is by doing the minimum viable effort. And then once I'm doing the thing, then I build upon that. And then you see how your habits transform the quality of your life. But yeah, everyone, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.